Hello, my mathematicians. Today we are looking at Module 13, Lesson 2, which is all about read and writing decimals to the thousands. Hopefully, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to read, write, and represent decimals to thousands. Spark your learning. We have a digital caliper, can measure the lengths of objects to the nearest thousandth inch. How would you read the measurement shown and describe the place value of each digit? Well, I'm going to start by reading or figuring out the place value. So the digit 2 is in the ones place. So the place value is 2 ones. The digit 5 is in the tenths place. So the place value is 5/10. The digit 8 is in the hundredths place. So the place value is 8/100. The 3 is in the thousandths place. So the place value of the so the place value is 3/1000. So the way I would read that is 2 and 583 thousandths. Inches. Can't forget to label. So then we go to the next page. We have build understanding number 1. It says the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt originally stood 146 and 609 thousandths meters tall. Write the height of the pyramid in place value, then represent the height using words. So we have 1, 4, 6, 6, 0, 9. So again, I write it in words as I said it. So we have 100 46 and 609 thousandths. So it says, do the two digits that are the same in 146 and 609 thousandths have the same place value? So we're talking about the two sixes here. And the answer would be no. The 6 in the ones place has a value of 6 ones. And the 6 in the tens place has a value of 6 tenths. So since the digit in the hundredths place is 0, can you write the decimal as 146 and 69 hundredths? Explain. And again, that would be no, because 0 hundredths is not equal to 9 hundredths. So it says to write 146 and 609 thousandths in expanded form, write the unknown numbers. So write the expanded form of 146 and 609 thousandths. So we basically write the place value. So we're going to do 1 times 100 plus 4 times 10 plus 6 times 1 plus 6 times 1/10 plus 0 times 100th plus 9 times 1,000th. You're just looking at the value of each place and multiplying it by the digit that's there. I'm going to go to the next page. It says, in building pyramids, Egyptians left a gap between the stones as shown. Would a grain of soil that measures 5/10 millimeter, or that measures 5,000 millimeter, fit inside the gap? Sorry, I was looking at the picture of the gap. Represent each measurement on the chart. Well, I'm going to put the gap, which right here is 5/10. The soil is 5,000. So the gap is 5 times 1/10. Or we can write it as a decimal, 1/10. The grain of soil is 5 times 1,000th. Or we can write it as a decimal. So how does the value of the digit 5 in each measure compare? Well, we've talked about how each place value, like if we go from here to here, is times 10. From here to here, times 10. So that means if I multiply 10 times 10 together, 10 times 10, that's going to give me 100. So that means that 5/10 is 100 times greater than 5 thousandths. So can a grain of salt fit into the gap, and how do you know? Well, yes. Because the gap is bigger than the grain of soil, since 5/10 millimeters is greater than 5 thousandths millimeters. And that is all for today's lesson. Hopefully, you are now able to read, write, and represent decimals to the thousandths. And remember, in order to be a math person, all you have to do is be a person and do math.